Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Lakeview High School for today's Camden Conference softball game between the MACCRAY Wolverines and your Lakeview Lakers. I'm really pushing wrong buttons over here. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's meet today's teams, beginning with the reserves for the Wolverines. Number 5, Sarah Seahusen. Number 6, Emmeline Kimpling. Number 12, Izzy Gora. And number 13, Grace Willer. And now the starting lineup for the Wolverines, leading off at third base, number 11, Reina Mendoza. Batting second in right field, number 9, Haven Ostenfold. Batting third, the shortstop, number 10, Leah Colby. Batting fourth, the designated player, number 20, Annabelle Lorenzen. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 15, Eva Swenson. Batting sixth in left field, number 3, Bree Dirksen. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 17, Ellie Bosch. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 8, Caressin Bratch. Batting ninth in center field, number 4, Carly Bratch. And today's flex player at first base, number 7, Sadie Coonan. The Wolverines are coached by Nancy Toma, and she's assisted by Emily Torkelson. And now let's meet the Lakers, starting with the reserves. Number 2, Avery Hins. Number 6, Taylon Meyer. Number 7, Addison Bowe. Number 15, Gage Kelleher. Number 16, Kendra Velde. And number 20, Tegan Complin. And now the starting lineup for the Lakers, leading off the shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins. Batting second, the pitcher, number 14, Tegan Feeney. Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Addison Hins. Batting fourth in left field, number 10, Aubrey Roush. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 1, Morgan Velde. Batting sixth at first base, number 11, Kaya Gavareski. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins. Batting eighth in center field, number 3, Aubrey Peterson. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 12, McKenna Anderson. And today's flex player at second base, number 9, Kenzie Herrick. The Lakers are coached by Linnea Stibbe. She's assisted by Cassie Evans, Jamie Anderson, and Heather Velde. Student managers, Paige Walker and Tessa Nething. The umpires for today's game, Dan Dolan and Bob Dolan. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask that you please stand to fable, remove your hats and face the flag towards the football field as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball.
All right, we are on for the second to the last home outing for the Lakeview Lakers softball team here at the Lakeview Sports Complex. Today's matchup will entail the Lakeview Lakers going up against the MACCRAY Wolverines from just down the road on Highway 23. MACCRAY comes in at 4-8 on the season, and the Lakers also come in at 4-8. Tegan Feeney will be taking the mound today for the Lakers. She's working on her warm-up pitches here as the Lady Lakers take a little infield. Beautiful day here at the Lakeview School. As always, joined by Mr. Lallam. He's got all kinds of things going on down there. Looks like he's getting ready, though. He's ready. All right, thumbs up from him. Late night working the track meet at Lakeview last night, he said, so might be a little punchy today on the headset.
Yeah, we had 13 teams here for the True Team meet, so it was a big event, lasted quite a while, and just a long day.
That parking lot had to be just jam-packed. Was it out on the highway or out on the road?
Didn't seem like it from where I was at.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's a lot of teams showing up.
Leading out for the Wolverines on the top of the first inning, the third baseman, number 11, Reina Mendoza.
All right, looks like we're ready to go here. Reina Mendoza for the Wolverines will step in. Boy, he's going to be just about perfect here for a 4:30 start, too. And here's our first pitch. It's a bunt, fielded by Feeney, makes a quick throw. No, she beats it out. So there's the first hit of the game for the Wolverines.
First pitch comes at 4:29. Temperature was 83 degrees. Now batting the right fielder, number 9, Haven Ostenfeld.
All right, so we got a runner on first here. Nobody out. Feeney looks in. Here's the delivery. Another bunt attempt. I think she got a piece of it, though. Yep, strike. So ahead 0-1. Lakers are coming off a big win yesterday over in Slayton against a very good MCC team, 3-2. There's another bunt attempt fouled at the plate. So quickly down 0-2.
The girls were saying that the Rebels MCC only had one loss on the year going into last night's game.
Yeah, we had a fan sitting in front of us, and he said they were 8-1, I think, going into the day. So there's a foul ball down the third baseline. You could tell they were a good club, good pitching. Their pitcher threw hard. Their defense was good. It was a clean game. 3-2 was the final, and I think there were 2 walks on the whole day, one from each pitcher. So threw strikes all day. There's a swing and a miss, strikeout, and a throw down. Not in time, so she gets a stolen base out of it, but the Lakers get their first out. So 1 out with a runner in scoring position. Brings up the
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Leah Colby.
shortstop, number 3 hitter. Here's a windup in the delivery. That's upstairs for a ball. So 1-0 to the number 3 hitter. See if the Lakers can get a pop fly in the infield. Keep that runner at second base. There's a foul at the plate over towards the Laker dugout. Addison Hins will collect it. Get it back in.
Doesn't have eye black. She has eye pink on tonight.
You know what? I saw the girls as they were going out for the starting lineups. I'm like, boy, this is a whole new realm here with the eye black / eye pink. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ground ball foul.
They're definitely out in front on Tegan right now.
Yeah, 1-2 to the number 3 hitter.
You know, this will be a great time for a little change-up action, Mike, with them out in front so much.
Spoken like a true coach. Let's see what she throws here. Here's the pitch. That's way upstairs. Runner at second thought about taking off. She was over halfway. You can see her foot mark there. It's right by Kira at the shortstop. So 2-2. Big pitch here and comes. Swing and a miss, but it's in the dirt. Oh, I'm not sure why she threw it back to first. To the pitcher. I'm going to guess she was confused that there was a runner on base, but
now batting the designated player, number 20, Annabelle Lorenzen.
So we got 1 out right now. The rule there is if there's nobody on first base and it's in the dirt, she has to throw it to first or tag the runner batter before they're out. And she didn't throw it down there, so there's another foul ball down the left side. Yeah, I think your changeup is duly noted. That's a lot of foul balls down the third base side already. So they're way out in front. And here comes the pitch. That's a strike. Looking. So 0-2. Tegan throwing a lot of strikes thus far.
You know, typically in softball, when you get runners on first and third, it's almost a automatic that runner on first is going to steal. And through the first two pitches, we haven't seen any of that.
There's a swing and a miss. I think she got a piece of it, and Taylor was able to hold on to it, so that's a strikeout. I agree. I think I'll let you announce.
Now batting the pitcher, number 15, Eva Swenson.
I think every game we've had thus far, when they get first and third, the first pitch, the runners are off. So that's a big out for the Lakers. Got 2 outs here, so get one more, and they keep a 0 on the board. First pitch is a fly ball. That's going to be a base hit. Fielded by Aubrey Rausch. Got to play at third. And she's safe. So the Wolverines pick up 1 run there.
Now batting the left fielder, number 3, Bree Dirksen.
And they're back to first and third again. We'll see if they decide to run here.
You know, with 2 outs, it makes it a little bit different, but you rarely see teams throw down in that situation with runners on first and third.
You're going to get a courtesy runner. I think she was the pitcher, wasn't she?
Yes.
So you're going to get number
6,
it looks like.
Courtesy running at first base, number 6, Emmeline Kimpling.
I noticed you got some tough names in this group, too.
Not too bad. I'm pretty familiar with that Clare City area, Mike.
That's true. Home stomping grounds for Mr. Lallam. First pitch is up for a ball. Looked like the runner at first had thoughts of taking off. We'll see if their coach put something on. She's looking over at her coach for some signals or signs. Here comes a pitch. It's in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. And they're going to score the second run. So the Wolverines off to a 2-0 start here in the top of the first. Got a runner in scoring position at second. 2-0 count to the number 6 hitter. Boy, that screen helped me out there, Lallam.
Got your back, Mike.
I appreciate it. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back for a strike.
You know, I figured that. Look at the pitching mound right now. I figured that wasn't going to stick or stick.
No, it needs a day to kind of cure up and stuff. But yeah, you can see the hole from here where the drag foot comes through. There's a ball in the dirt. Nice block by Taylor. I think that takes it to 3-1. Lakers need an out here. 2 runs is enough in the first inning. There's a ground ball, shortstop. Ooh, that might be interference.
He called it.
Yep. Yep, for sure.
All right. Where's my obstruction? Runner interference. There we go. For the Wolverines in the top of the first inning, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for Lakers. Kiera Hins, Tegan Feeney, and Addison Hins.
All right, so the Wolverines pick up 2 in the first inning, and we will have the Lakers coming to bat in the bottom of the first, but we will take a quick break and be right back.
First Independent Bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
All right, we're back. Wolverines are finishing up their warm-ups here. Lakers had a good hitting day yesterday. Hopefully they can keep those bats carried over into today's game. I think yesterday against a very good MCC team, they had 12 hits, which is that's a lot for a 7-inning game, especially against good pitching. I think Kiera, who will lead off here, went 3 for 4, so we'll see if she can keep the hitting gloves on. She took some big cuts yesterday, too. It wasn't even the true slap hitting that she does. So we'll see what she works with today, leading off.
That's nice to have that versatility in that leadoff spot where she can do, everything, slap, bunt, hit.
Yeah, and she got on base. I mean, every time she came up, she was on base, I think, other than that one. So gives the other Lakers an opportunity to knock her in. They also played really good defense yesterday. I'll let you announce her up.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning, the shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
So Kiera steps in here. There's the windup in the pitch. There's his first pitch strike. Watch that one go by. Gets the sign, and here's the second pitch. Fly ball into left field. Gonna be a tough play. It's foul, so nothing but a long strike there. See, that's kind of what I was talking about, was she takes a full cut on that one as opposed to trying to slap it. So she's quickly behind 0-2. See what she's got here. That's way upstairs for a ball. Takes it to 1-2. Here's the pitch. Down the third base side, but foul. She's pretty late on that one. Just lucky to get a piece of it, I think. Kind of went after her coach on that one. A little over her head, but it was right in her direction. So 1-2 here to the Laker leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. Another swing and just got a piece of it to foul it and stay alive. Instant battle with the first at bat here. See if Kiera can win this. Here comes the delivery. It's upstairs for a ball. Takes it to 2-2.
As you do that slap hitting, it's got to be hard because your eye on the ball, it kind of changes, like where that ball is coming across the plate.
Yeah, there's another ball, so that takes it to a full count. Kiera doing a good job of looking for strikes and working the count.
She's really got to have a good eye on that ball.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches already. How many is that in the first inning or the first batter here? Oh, and there's a swing and a miss for a strikeout right down the middle.
That was the 8th pitch.
Yeah, she was good at bat for her, though.
Now batting the pitcher, number 14, Tegan Feeney.
So 1 out in the home half of the first for the Lakers. Tegan Feeney will step in. Tegan had a good day yesterday. I think she had 2 hits. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher, and she'll throw her out. Probably jinxed her there when I said good day yesterday.
Now batting third baseman, number 13, Addison Hins.
Addison yesterday, the highlight I take away from her was, here's the pitch. Holds up on that one. Nice job. There was first and second last night in the bottom of the 7th, and they were threatening to score a run to tie it, and she made a great catch from her sister that had a force out at third base. Kind of handcuffed her, but she was able to hold on and get the third out to secure the win. 2-0 to Addison. Here's the pitch. Takes it to 3-0.
I'm guessing the throw came from Kiera Hins.
Yeah, Kiera fielded it at short. They had first and second, and she thought about going across the diamond to first, and then all of a sudden she's like, well, I got a force right over here, and I don't know that Addison was 100% ready for it. There's a strike. And she threw it, and she caught it down by her knees, so it was not an easy catch, but she was able to hold on to it and get the force. There's strike 2. So the MACCRAY pitcher fell behind 3-0, and now has got it back to a 3-2 count. See if Addison can take advantage here. Ooh, and there's strike 3, but it gets by the catcher, and she throws it into right field. Addison's going to be able to attempt to get to second base, and does. So the Lakers get a base runner out of that.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
Aubrey yesterday was 1 for 3 on the day, made good contact. See if she can continue that. There's a fly ball into center. It's going to be in the caught by the center fielder for the third out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the first inning, 0 runs on 0 hits, 1 defensive error, and 1 runner left on base after 1. Wolverines 2, Lakers 0. Do it for the Wolverines, Ellie Bosch, Crescent Bratch, and Carly Bratch.
So the Lakers get a base runner in the bottom of the first, but can't get her across, so they put a 0 on the board. We will take a quick break and be right back for the top of the second.
The Schaefer's 5 generations of towing began in 1920 in Renville, a small town in western Minnesota. It all started with one tow truck and a phone number that was only 3 digits long. Today, the Schaefer's provide towing and roadside services across the nation and have over 100 pieces of equipment. Everyone asks me where the Pulver name comes from. My great-grandpa purchased Pulver Towing in the 1980s and chose to keep the name. The Schaefer's and Pulver Towing have provided services for over 100 years, and we will continue to be there when you need them most. Pulver Towing, big or small, we tow them all.
All right, we're back. Lakers finish up their warm-ups here. MACCRAY working on getting a batter out there.
Leading out for the Wolverines on the top of the second inning, the catcher, number 17, Ellie Bosch. Oops, I forgot to switch that.
Here's the first pitch, down low for a ball. Ellie is the number 7 hitter for the Wolverines, so 7, 8, 9. Here's the pitch. Pop up down the right side. Nice catch.
In foul territory, too.
Yep. 2 hands by Kaya for the first out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Crescent Bratch.
Teagan looks in, gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 strike.
The Wolverines are very aggressive up at the plate. That's one thing I've noticed so far through the first round of the lineup.
Not afraid to take swings. There's a ball upstairs.
And they haven't really chased anything, too, so they do have a good eye up at the plate.
Yep. So 1-1 to the number 8 hitter. Here's the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Takes it to 1-2. See if Teagan can get a strikeout here. Here comes the pitch. Way upstairs. Ball 2. So 2-2. Here's the pitch. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive. That'll keep it at 2-2. Teagan looks in, gets the sign from Taylor. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline, fielded by Addison Hins across the diamond. Nice throw for the out.
Now batting center fielder, number 4, Carly Bratch.
Nice play by Addison Hins. Fielded the ball, took her time, made a nice throw across the diamond. Yep.
Can you step back just a little bit?
There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. There's a swing and a miss. So 2 outs with the number 9 hitter here. Teagan looks in. Here comes a delivery. That's upstairs. That'll be a ball. Takes it to 1-1. So what's your prediction tonight, Phil? Are the Wolves going to come away with a victory, or are they going to?
I am feeling good about the victory from the Wolverines, or from the
The Wolverines. Wow, there's that hometown
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Well, we got the Wolverines here. Yeah.
All right, 2 strikes here. Here's a pitch. Pop up down the left field line. Finds some green for nothing more than a foul ball. Long run for Aubrey Roush and Kira Hins. Keeps it at 1-2. Be nice to get a 1-2-3 inning here and see if we can get our bats rolling. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul. Stabbed in foul territory by Addison Hins. Teagan looks in. Here comes the pitch. Down low for a ball. Takes it to 2-2. Here comes the delivery. That's down low as well. Full count. Three balls, two strikes to the number 9 hitter. There's a pop-up left side. I think that's going to get out of play, and it does for a foul ball.
A lot of pitches in this at-bat to the number 9 batter. This is the number 9th pitch coming up.
Yeah, she's fouled a bunch of them off. I would definitely say it's going to be hit on the left side of the infield the way she's been swinging thus far. Or it's going to be a free base on a walk.
Now batting, the leadoff batter and third baseman, number 11, Reina Mendoza.
Cardinal sin walking the number 9 hitter, but we'll see if they can minimize the damage here and get the leadoff hitter. She bunted for a base hit in her first at bat. Here's the pitch. Swing, there's a strike. A nice throw down to second, but Kier can't hold on to it. I think that was a strike.
I think it was.
Okay, we'll go with that on the board. Good throw by Taylor Hens. For some reason, Kira missed it, though. She would have had her otherwise, I believe.
Yeah, if she catches that, that ball was on time.
Yep. And it was up even. I mean, it was right. Kira probably saw the runner coming at her, so might have made it a little tough to catch. So the Wolverines with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. There's a ball upstairs. Evens the count at 1-1. Here comes the pitch. There's strike 2. 1-2 to the Wolverines' leadoff hitter. Strikeout here would be great. Down, nice scoop by Taylor to keep the runner at second base.
Taylor does a nice job behind the plate for the Lakers.
Yep.
Got a good arm.
Made a nice catch yesterday on a foul ball. There's a ground ball to Addison Hens. Ooh, tough throw. Nice recovery by Kaya to get the third out.
For the Wolverines in the top of the second inning, 0 runs on 0 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Morgan Velde, Kaya Gabareski, and Taylor Hins.
So the Lakers put a 0 up on MACCRAY on the top of the second. They will come up to try to tie it up here or go ahead. But before that happens, we'll take a quick break.
We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. You can have a lot of fun in a New York minute, but there's some things you can't do inside those city limits. I ain't no closing time, I ain't no cover charge, just country boys and girls getting down on the farm.
All right, we're back. Little Luke Bryan playing us in there. I can name 1 out of 2 innings, I guess. So Wolverines finishing up on their warm-ups here. Looks like we got Morgan Velde leading off.
Lakers will go 5, 6, 7.
Good throw down second base.
Leading off for the Lakers in the bottom of the second inning, the designated player, number 1, Morgan Velde.
Wolverines have a left-handed catcher. You don't see that very often. All right, Morgan steps in. There's the first pitch down low for a ball.
Yeah, that is unique. I was trying to think of some major league catchers over the years, and
I don't think I've ever seen a baseball. There's a strike.
it's almost like a left-handed second baseman.
You know, with Aubrey at home, we watch a fair amount of ESPN softball games with the college level, and you do see a few college catchers that are left-handed. There's a ball upstairs.
We're getting close to that college softball and baseball World Series time.
Yeah. 2-1 to the number 5 hitter. There's one down the third base line, or first base line. Great catch by the first baseman for the first out.
Sadie Kunin hauling that one in. Now batting the first baseman, number 11, Kaya Gabareski.
Got all kinds of left-handers over in that MACCRAY area. You got a first baseman, left-hander, and a catcher. Kaya takes a healthy lick at her, cut at it, and fouls it straight back. So 1 out here in the home half of the second. Here comes a pitch. Down in the dirt. That'll get by for a ball. 1-1 to the number 6 hitter.
Lakers are looking to get their first hit of the game. They need to break up this no-no.
Here comes a pitch. There's a strike looking. Takes it to 1-2. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball between first and second, fielded by the second baseman nicely for the second out.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins.
Taylor, I think yesterday had a couple hits too. She was on base a number of times, so let's see if she can get it started here for the Lakers. Two-out rally time. There's a swing and a straight back. That's going to get out of play for a foul ball. 1 strike to the number 7 hitter. Here comes a windup in the pitch. Down low for a ball.
What do you think of the cable management over by you, Mike, today for today's game?
I haven't separated any cords yet, so very nicely, very clean down there. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul. Cable management.
Try my best.
Are you live streaming tomorrow night's events for the Lakers? Here's the pitch. That's a pop-up down the right side. First baseman makes a nice play for the third out.
We'll talk about that after this. For the Lakers in the bottom of the second inning, they go 3 up and 3 down after 2. Wolverines 2, Lakers 0. Do it for the Wolverines. Haven Ostenfold, Leah Colby, and Annabelle Lorenzen.
So no runs for the Lakers in the home half of the second. They trail 2-0. We'll take a quick break and come right back and find out about tomorrow night.
Steady. Reliable. Strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company. A personable company, keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
All right, we're back. Lakers taking their warm-ups.
So I haven't updated it completely yet. It still shows softball as an upcoming one. But yeah, we'll have senior recognition night tomorrow at 7, and then softball, it's a 5 o'clock start on Thursday, and then a Pops concert on Friday, and baseball on Saturday. So.
And Thursday is a doubleheader, correct?
JV varsity doubleheader.
It is, okay.
Yeah, JV will play first at 5, varsity to follow.
Okay. Are they playing 2 full? Well, go ahead.
Leading off for the Wolverines in the top of the third inning, the right fielder, number 9, Haven Ostenfold.
2 full games, I'm assuming, with KMS. They usually have quite a few girls out for softball over there.
Lacaparle on Thursday.
I'm sorry, Lakaparo.
So, yeah, I'd imagine it'd be 2 full, with the varsity or JV, maybe hour 15.
Okay.
Unless they do a full game. I don't know.
There's a ground ball down the third base side. It's foul.
Sometimes I just show up, Mike, and I'm here.
Follow directions, right?
Yep.
There you go. All right, 1-1 to the number 2 hitter for the Wolverines. Here comes a pitch. Ooh, nice. Oh, dropped by Addison. She makes a good throw. In she got her just in time.
Got her by half a step.
I think that hit her bare hand. She's looking at her right hand.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Leah Colby.
I think we might have a little blood.
Maybe get a little Band-Aid on that.
I think when that kind of handcuffed her a little bit, no pun intended, but I think she got her finger in there, and it might have got the tip of her finger on her nail, so they've probably got to put a little Band-Aid on it. She went in the dugout. So the tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start time for the...
Yeah, recognition starts at 7. There will be a little dessert prior or at 7 o'clock. So our stream will actually start probably around 7:15, 7:20 on that. So it's a fun night getting to recognize the seniors for all their, all the stuff that they've done over their years, and especially in their high school careers.
Yep, that'll be our 4th and final one attending that. So yeah, it's always a fun event for the kids for sure, because it's scholarship night too, right? That they get awarded scholarships and stuff. So it's great for the kids to take away a little college money, if they will.
Yeah, college is not cheap. You're well aware of that.
Nope, that's for sure.
I think I announced her, didn't I?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
all right, so we got 1 out here. And the number 3 hitter for MACCRAY steps in here. Here's the pitch, down low for a ball.
she reached on that drop third strike where Taylor threw it back to the pitcher with that runner on second base.
All right, so let's see if we can get her out this time. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ooh, that's roped into left center. That's going to go for extra bases. We'll see. She stops at 2. So a leadoff double. Or I'm sorry, 1 out double.
Now batting the designated player, number 20, Annabelle Lorenzen.
Nice hit by the number 3 hitter for MACCRAY there. Line drive into left center. Wolverines with a runner in scoring position here with only 1 out. And the cleanup hitter, swinging and a miss for strike 1.
Annabelle struck out in her previous at-bat. It's one where Taylor held on to that that foul tip.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive down the left field line, but foul.
That was fouled by about 4 inches.
It got by me, and I couldn't see it, but it looked like it was starting to tail a little bit. So quickly ahead, 0-2. Here's the delivery. Ground ball, third base, that's foul. Remains 0-2. Yeah, I think that, she's a definite pull hitter. If you could throw a changeup in here and get her way out in front, that would help. Let's see what kind of pitch we get here. Here it comes. Hey, strike 3 right down the middle.
That was a nice pitch. Now batting the pitcher, number 15, Eva Swenson.
So that's out number 2. Brings up the pitcher. This is where you use the term help yourself. Ooh, takes a healthy cut but follows it straight back.
Eva singled in her first at-bat today.
If she singles here, more than likely the Wolverines are going to get another run out of it, so see if we can hold her to that. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Feeney quickly ahead, 0-2.
See if she can come with a good morning, good afternoon.
And good evening. Let's see a heater here. Down low, nice block by Taylor to keep the runner at second. Takes it to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Okay, that was nap time. Now good evening.
A little siesta, if you will. There's the pitch. Grounded up the middle for a base hit. Bobbled by Aubrey Peterson to allow that runner to score. If she comes up with that, there's probably a play at the plate, but she just missed it.
Now batting the left fielder, number 3, Bree Dirksen.
So the Wolverines pick up a run. You're going to get a courtesy runner here. It looks like number 17 maybe? Nope. You're right back to number 6, I bet.
Courtesy running at first base, number 6, Emmeline Kimpling.
So being from that neck of the woods, do you know many of these kids' families? There's a ball in the dirt.
No. So I grew up in Maynard and then moved to Wilmer. so more from the Maynard area.
Okay.
But, I haven't been in that area for
Quite a few years, I'm sure.
more than 10.
There's a pop-up in between second and short. Nice catch by Kiera Hins for the third out.
For the Wolverines in the top of the third inning, they score 1 run on 2 hits, 1 defensive error, and 1 runner left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Aubrey Peterson, McKenna Anderson, and Kiera Hins.
So after 2.5, MACCRAY picks up 1 more run. They're up 3-0 with the Lakers coming at the home half of the third. We'll be right back.
Did you know the Lakeview Booster Club supports the communities of Cottonwood and Wood Lake in addition to supporting the Lakeview School District? The mission of the Booster Club is to be a supporting organization for all Lakeview extracurricular, co-curricular, and Lakeview-affiliated enrichment programs. The Lakeview Booster Club is proud to be the main supporter of all Lakeview athletic, fine arts, and school activity live streams. Please consider supporting the Lakeview Booster Club by scanning our QR code on the screen or visiting lakeviewboosterclub.com.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot.
All right, we're back for the home half of the third. Lakers will send up their 8-9 hitters. That would be Aubrey Peterson and
McKenna Anderson.
McKenna threw a gem of a game. I don't know if I talked about that. You and I talked a little bit about it before the game, but McKenna pitched yesterday for the Laker win over in Slayton.
Yeah, she's really developing into a nice pitcher.
For an 8th grader even. That's the incredible part. And she throws hard. She looked really good yesterday.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the third inning, the center fielder, number 3, Aubrey Peterson.
Been a pretty good boost for the Lakers getting Aubrey Peterson back after a broken nose that kept her out of the lineup for a couple 3 weeks. So she's back now. There's a ball upstairs. Aubrey plays a mean center field. She sees the ball off the bat very well and is able to adjust whether it's going to go deep or shallow. There's ball 2. Still trying to get her timing when she steps into the batter's box, though. So this is only her 3rd night back. There's a strike down low. Takes it to 2-1. Aubrey a freshman or sophomore?
She's a freshman.
Freshman. It's upstairs. Takes it to 3-1. Yeah, the Lakers are definitely pretty set up for the coming years in softball, aren't they? I mean, there's a lot of younger ones playing.
5 of the starters are freshmen.
There's ball 4. Good wheels on first base.
Now batting the right fielder, number 12, McKenna Anderson.
So you got wheels on first base and you got wheels batting. So let's see if they try to bunt her over, because McKenna would have a pretty good shot of beating it out too. She showed bunt and it was a strike. She pulled back. Looked a little low from my angle, but who am I to say?
That would have been a tough bunt.
For sure. Here comes pitch number 2. It's upstairs for a ball. I think that is the thought process, try to get a bunt down here and then hopefully be able to get Aubrey Peterson from first to third. Makes an attempt for a foul ball on that one.
That takes the bunt out of play now, but still got the slap hit to go to.
Yep. So 2 strikes.
Okay. The bunt is still possible, but it's a rare situation. You got to have complete confidence in your batter to get that ball fair.
Looks in. Looks like she's going to take a swing here. And a swing and a miss with a stolen base attempt, and Peterson comes in standing safely.
Just as good as a bunt. Now batting leadoff batter and shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
So Lakers with their first real threat here. Runner at second base with the top of the order up. Kiera Hins, first pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Base hit here would more than likely score Aubrey Peterson from second base. Kiera just gets a piece of that one. Evens the count up at 1-1.
Let's see if the second time through the lineup the Lakers can have a little bit more success versus Eva Swenson. No hits through the first 9 batters.
It's crazy how this game works. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded nicely by the shortstop, but you're not going to beat those wheels out. So Kira on with a base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 14, Tegan Feeney.
So first and third for the Lakers with one out. I'm going to guess a fake bunt here and a steal by Kiera.
And a throw from the catcher to the third baseman.
Okay, we'll throw that added wrinkle in it. Here's a bunt attempt. It's a strike right down the middle.
Ooh.
Catcher dropped it, so she didn't have much of a choice on the play there.
I think she catches it. MACCRAY likes to do those things. They kind of like to keep you catch you off guard a little bit.
So now runners in scoring position at second and third. There's a ball upstairs. 1-1 to the number 2 hitter. Here's the pitch. Ooh, there's a strike. Boy, he likes that low strike, doesn't he?
Yeah, the low strike is fair game today, so batters just got to adjust to that and be ready for it.
Not sure if the term is low strike or low pitch. 1-2. Upstairs, evens the count. Ooh, Aubrey Peterson goes down, gets back to third, and has the look on her face like, I didn't mean to do that. That was a great smile by Aubrey Peterson. 2-2 here. In the dirt. Kept in front by the catcher. That takes it to a full count.
Base hit here, ball forward. Either one would be good.
They do have a base open over there. So here's the pitch. Upstairs, that's ball 4. So they're loaded up for the number 3 hitter.
Now batting the third baseman, number 13, Addison Hins.
All right, so you got good speed on the bases here. We'll see if Addison can get a base hit and score some runs. Wolverines are playing up in the infield. Swing and a miss on pitch number 1.
Really important here for the base runners to watch the runners in front of them so we don't run anybody off of a base tonight.
Yeah, ground ball, you got to go. Anything in the air would be considered in the infield anyway. Will be an infield fly. That's up for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1.
If she could poke this out in the outfield, the outfielders are really shallow.
There's a strike on the corner. Takes it to 1-2.
Which I get that's how you're going to play when you got a slap hitter up there. That's typically not a lot of power doing that.
No, Addison's got to find a hole here. And then when they're up this close, it's that much harder to field it. Ooh, gets a good swing on that one and follows it straight back. Stays at 1-2. Good opportunity here for the Lakers. See if they can take advantage and get at least a couple runs out of this. 1-2 to the 3 hitter. There's a pitch. Just gets a piece of it. Follows it straight back. Stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Have you got any baseball games left, or are you done with?
No, we've got 3.
3 of those left, yeah.
Yep.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball between first and second. That'll be a base hit. You'll get 1 run out of it. Everybody moves up 60 feet. Job well done by Addison Hins.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
So the Lakers get their first run of the afternoon, 3-1. Still only 1 out. See if Aubrey Roush can get a base hit here. There's a line drive down the left side, but foul.
Right over Linnea's head.
Aubrey pretty far out in front of that one. She got good bat on it, but just foul. Straighten that out a little bit. You might get a couple runs. Digs in back there. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, there's a strike right down the middle. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
Look at the catcher's mitt, Mike, from Ellie Bosch. She's really got it up. Almost like if Aubrey has a big swing, she could get a batter interference.
Yeah. There's a ground ball up the middle. That'll be a base hit. They'll get 1 out of that for sure. They're going to try for 2, and they'll be successful. The center fielder bobbled that a little bit. Addison Hins is going to try for 3rd. Slides in safely. Great slide by Addison Hins to the left side of the base. So the Lakers pick up 2 runs on that base hit.
Now batting designated player number 1, Morgan Velde.
Oop, that's way upstairs. Addison's going to try to score. No luck. Oop, she gets in the rundown now, and she's going to be tagged out. Aubrey Roush will take advantage and get over to third.
Three.
So the MACCRAY Wolverines get an out of that. The ball must not have got far enough behind the catcher that Addison got halfway and said, nope, I'm not going to try that, and came storming back, and she was too far. So they got an out of it. Wolverines taking a little breather here. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
You know, these are the first few games where they're actually playing in heat.
Was that must have been a ball too, right? Or
I don't know.
well, it was in the dirt.
Oh yeah, it had to be a ball. Yeah,
1 ball.
Good call.
All right, so the Lakers have a runner on third here. Base hit would get them the lead going into the 4th inning. In the dirt, nice scoop by the catcher. Morgan's been hitting the ball pretty well as of late. See if she can continue that trend. Here's a windup and a pitch on 2-0, way upstairs. Takes it to 3-0. That MACCRAY catcher wants in the worst way to throw it down to third base. So 3-0. Should just be watching this one. Here's the pitch, and she does. Takes it to 3-1. Hardest thing as a hitter on 3-0 is having to watch that ball go right down the middle. But you got to play the percentages. There's a ground ball. Ooh, fielded nicely by the third baseman for the 3rd out.
That was a nice play by, where is that? Reina Mendoza. For the Lakers in the bottom of the 3rd inning, they scored 3 runs on 3 hits, 0 errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 3, Wolverines and Lakers tied at 3. Do it for the Wolverines, Ellie Bosch, Crescent Bratch, and Carly Bratch.
So the Lakers come through with a couple clutch hits and score 3 runs in their home half of the 3rd to tie it up 3-3. We'll take a quick break and come back for the top of the 4th.
Infinity Ag, located in Hanley Falls, Minnesota, is your trusted source of Pioneer seed. Infinity Ag serves area farmers with Pioneer seed sales and treatment, chemical sales, as well as drone services. Our focus is helping farmers boost productivity, profitability, and sustainability. We deliver great Pioneer products straight to your field. Infinity Ag proudly supports Lakeview athletics and activities.
Go Lakers!
Start with 2 strikes on the board here. Oh, I'm back.
Had to put me down.
Okay, you did, and I was not paying attention. Very narrow-minded over here. Nice throw by Taylor Hinds. All right, the Wolverines in the top of the 4th will send up.
Leading out for the Wolverines. In the top of the 4th inning, the catcher number 17, Ellie Bosch.
The number 7 hitter for the Wolverines. First pitch is on the way. That's a ball. I think Thursday, with the way the weather's going, Lallam, I'm going to have to break out shorts. It's just a little too warm in here. There's a ground ball, third base, right to Kaya. Fields it nicely for the 1st out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Crescent Bratch. I did have a long sleeve T-shirt on today during school.
Yep.
Oh, I shedded that fast.
Yep. It was like 82 in the vehicle when I was driving over, I think. Foul ball.
Taylor gave chase, but it was just too far out of her reach.
Yeah, it was just too far away. So 1 strike on the number 8 hitter. Feeney looks in. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Crescent's 0 for 1, grounded out.
That's a unique first name. I don't think I've seen that before. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the third base line. Foul. Keeps it at 0-2.
I believe there was the Wiesmans out of Princeburg. I think there was a Crescent Wiesman.
Ground ball to third base. Addison Hins fields it cleanly, makes a nice throw across the diamond for out number 2.
Now batting the center fielder, number 4, Carly Bratch.
Nice play by Addison Hins. That ball had a little crazy spin on it. She fielded it cleanly and was able to make a nice throw across the diamond to get the out. So 2 quick outs for the Lakers. There's a pop-up in the infield. Is it going to get foul? It does. I thought it might hit the top of the press box. Had to be close.
I was kind of cringing just waiting for that tin to get hit.
I as well, going, it's going to go loud in here. So 1 strike to the number 9 hitter who got walked in their last at-bat. There's a ground ball to short, fielded cleanly by Kiera Hins. Another nice throw across the diamond for out number 3.
Nice clean inning for the Lakers. For the Wolverines on the top of the 4th inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. Do it for the Lakers. Kaya Gavareski, Taylor Hins, and Aubrey Peterson.
Quick inning there for the Lakers. You like to see that if you're a Laker fan. They will come to bat in the bottom of the 4th when we come back.
But what if we harness the power of collaboration? Imagine what we could achieve. Here at Farmward, we don't have to imagine. We're already doing it every single day. We are a family supporting families, cultivating strong communities, so that through the power of collaboration, anything is possible. Together, we are Farmward Cooperative, advancing farming for generations.
We're back, moving right along here. Lakers in the home half of the 4th inning will send up, change just in time, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in their lineup.
I caught that I didn't switch that between the half inning.
I was trying to say it slowly, thinking maybe you saw that and would switch it over, and as you did.
It's a teamwork up here, Mike.
Amen. We're through half the game, and you haven't corrected me once on the scoreboard yet. I'm jinxing it now. I know that. So
we're doing pretty good. Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the 4th inning, the first baseman, number 11, Kaya Gavareski.
Kaya will step in, made a nice play in the top of the 4th. See if she can get a base hit here, too. Fouls it straight back for strike number 1.
She grounded out to Crescent Bratch at second base in her first at-bat.
Are the seniors in the school getting excited about end of year?
You know they are. The one thing, though, so all this PSEO, I hardly see any seniors.
Yeah.
You know, so that year-end excitement for them, you don't really feel it.
Yeah.
But you feel it more in the underclassmen.
0-2 here to the number 6 hitter. There's a swing and a miss for out number 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Taylor Hins.
That'll bring up the Laker catcher.
Both pitchers have thrown exactly 63 pitches.
Monkey see, monkey do. Taylor doing a little shoe repair. See if she can reach first base. Taylor's got good wheels too. If you can get her on base, good chance to steal a base or two. There's a ball way upstairs. Have you played much golf yet?
A couple times out on the course, and now there's really not many hours in my day to be able to get out there.
There's stuff going on every night, isn't there? Yeah, there's a ball down low.
But after graduation weekend, the golf picks up a lot.
Significantly. There's ball 3 upstairs.
How about you? Have you been out there?
No, same thing. Like I thought this week I was going to tell Jacob we should go hit him once, and then we have something every night this week with. There's a ground ball, third base. Good wheels, throw across the diamond. Nope, she beats it out for a base hit.
She is fast. Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Aubrey Peterson.
Absolutely nothing the Wolverines could do there. They did a great job of fielding it and a good throw by the third baseman, but Taylor's speed beat that out for a base hit.
Yeah, Raina did a great job. Charged it a little bit.
There's a bunt foul by Aubrey Peterson.
She played the ball. She didn't let the ball play her. Got it out of her hand quick, or out of her glove quick. Fired across the diamond. Just wasn't fast enough.
Nope. That's the ball. That's just the bounces you get, especially when you got speed like that. So quickly behind here, 0-1. We'll see if Aubrey bunts again. She shows it, pulls back. That's outside for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher. So Taylor will get second base easily. Takes it to 1-2 on Aubrey Peterson. Here comes the windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss, but she drops it. She's going to go to first, and they're going to get the out, but Taylor Hins will advance to third on that throw. So 2 outs here.
Now batting the right fielder, number 12, McKenna Anderson.
For the number 9 hitter, McKenna Anderson.
The one good thing about that is if she doesn't run on that, Mike, that doesn't allow Taylor Hins to get to third base.
For sure not.
So even though she struck out, she still helped her team.
Yeah, and I guarantee anything in the dirt here, Taylor is going. There's one down low for a ball. 2-0 to the number 9 hitter for the Lakers. Taylor is just itching to run. There's that low strike again. 2-1.
McKenna struck out in her first at-bat, looking to redeem herself in this at-bat and get the Lakers ahead with a single.
I think if I remember right, she tried to bunt twice and was unsuccessful. Ooh, there it gets away. Taylor takes off and comes through safely.
You're right. She did try to bunt a couple times and then was kind of handcuffed at that point.
Yep. So the Lakers take the lead here, 4-3 with 2 outs. I think we have a 3-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. I was right on the 3-1.
Never doubt yourself, Mike. Now batting the leadoff batter and shortstop, number 5, Kiera Hins.
All right, so we're back to the top of the order here. We'll see if McKenna is on the run. She's got good wheels over there. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball, second base, fielded cleanly. Oh, throws it away, though. Just short of going in the dugout. McKenna thinks about coming home, but doesn't. So now the Lakers with runners at second and third and 2 outs.
Now batting, the pitcher number 14, Tegan Feeney.
It is just crazy when you have good speed how you can change the game and put runners at second and third on something like that. Tegan follows the first one straight back. This is like deja vu of the last inning. They had second and third, and Tegan came up. I think she got walked in the last one, didn't she?
She did draw a walk.
So behind here, 0-1. The only difference is I think last time they only had 1 out. That one's way up in the zone. Nice catch to keep Anderson at third. Oops. Evens it up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Doesn't get away too far, so Anderson's going to have to hold at third.
And Kiera on second did a great job there of watching McKenna in front of her, see what she's going to do.
Yeah. Even when you watch them, you have to still hold up a little bit in case they got to come back to the base. But all right, 2-1 here. Here's the pitch. There's a ground or a shot over towards first, right to her though, and she's going to step on the base for the third out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 4th inning, they score 1 run on 1 hit, 1 defensive error, and 2 runners left on base. After 4, Lakers 4, Wolverines 3. Do it for the Wolverines, Reina Mendoza, Haven Ostenfold, and Leah Colby.
So the Lakers pick up 1 run there to take the lead, 4-3 going into the top of the 5th. We'll take a quick break and come back.
Cottonwood Body Shop, owned by Taylor Benson, is your go-to place for all of your repair needs. From auto body repair to automotive refinishing, along with watercraft repair and gel coat and fiberglass repair, Taylor also paints, repairs, and welds aluminum and repairs plastic. Taylor's hidden talent is glass installation and windshield repair. For all of your repair needs, call Taylor Benson at 507-423-5431.
All right, we're back. Getting ready for the top of the fifth here.
We did it again, Mike. The song playing in the field is the same one.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, that song sounded very familiar.
You want the charger too? Okay.
Got an iPad charging up here for the Lakers.
But yeah, so kind of cool when that happens. Like, I have no idea. I don't remember what songs are coming. I always shuffle it up.
I almost thought I was hearing things after that one. But
leading out for the Wolverines in the top of the fifth inning, the third baseman, number 11, Reina Mendoza.
So top of the order here for the Wolverines in the fifth inning. See if Tegan can get a quick inning here. First pitch, ground ball towards short, fielded cleanly, makes a nice throw for the first out.
You asked for a quick inning in one pitch, one out.
Amen.
Now batting the right fielder, number 9, Haven Ostenfold.
I know I've said it before, but Kiera Hins has a rocket for an arm over there at short. Fielded that in the hole, so a long ways for a throw there, and still got her by 2 steps. And it was their leadoff hitter. There's a ground ball. Oh, it hits the base. That'll be fair. She's going to try for second and slide in safely.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Leah Colby. You know, when that ball hit the base, it kind of looked like the Lakers didn't have a lot of urgency to get that ball.
It was almost like they thought it was foul, but it definitely got the corner of the base. So the Wolverines with a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. To the number 3 hitter, there's a ball to start her out.
She hit the double in her last at-bat between left field and center fielder.
Let's hope that the hits are out of her bat at this point then. There's a foul ball. She went after one there. It was pretty far upstairs. Evens it up at 1-1. Feeney looks in for the sign. Here comes the pitch. That's upstairs for a ball. 2-1. Feeney looks in. Here's the delivery. Goes after that one. Just got a piece of it. That was really low. Evens it up at 2-2. And we got a little base maintenance over at second here. And it seems to be back on.
So do you think the benefit of the breakaway base is worth it for all these stoppages that we have to replace it?
You know, if it saves a sprained ankle or any major injuries, I would say so, yep.
Yep.
There's just got a piece of that to stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, safety is definitely a priority.
Yeah, if you can keep players from getting hurt, it's worth a
little minor inconvenience.
12-second replace the base.
Right. We got lights if we need them, so.
There you go. All right, here's the windup in the pitch. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly. Makes a good throw to first to get the out. Runner at second took off. Addison thought about going after, but then thought, let's get an out for sure.
Now batting the designated player, number 20, Annabelle Lorenzen.
A lot of things going on there for Addison to think about, but still made a very nice throw to first base to get that runner. So that's 2 outs. First pitch is a swing and a strike to the number 4 hitter.
Yeah. Feeney's retired her twice on 2 strikeouts.
See if we can put the sombrero on here. There's one in the dirt. That gets away. She's going to try to score successfully. Knots it up at 4-4. Hate to see runs scored that way. Would sooner make them earn it versus just giving it to them that way. But here we go, an even count. There's a ground ball to short, picked up by Hins. Nice throw for the third out. So 1 pitch away there from staying ahead, 4-3, unfortunately.
For the Wolverines in the top of the 5th inning, they score 1 run on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 0 runners left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Addison Hins, Aubrey Rausch, and Morgan Velde.
So the Wolverines knotted up at 4 as we head to the home half of the 5th with the Lakers sending up their 4, 5, and 6 hitters. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Isaiah, meat manager, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we hand select our beef, choosing only the finest cattle from the Midwest, which guarantees you get the most flavorful choice and prime steaks. So, for the best beef around,
leave it to the pros.
All right, we're back. I say ow because I was watching the catcher must have been the last batter. She's putting the gear on, and the warm-up catcher out there completely missed the ball when the pitcher threw it for a warm-up, and it hit her right in the shoulder.
Ooh, ouch.
Untouched by the glove. Like, I bet that left a mark. I'd be in tears running in that dugout after that one. All right, I said 4, 5, 6. Sorry, we have 3, 4, 5 coming up for the Lakers here. See how good my memory is. I know it's Hins, Roush,
Veldy.
I might have come up with that.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the 5th inning, the third baseman, number 13, Addison Hins.
Addison's made a few nice plays over at third base tonight. Let's see if she can get her name in the scorebook with a base hit here. There's the first pitch strike.
She singled in her last at-bat.
Oh, she does have her name in the scorebook then. Get it in there for 2 hits then. That'd get you in the paper maybe. There's a ground ball fielded by the first baseman. Gets there just in time to beat Hins down the line for the first out.
Now batting in the left fielder, number 10, Aubrey Roush.
Aubrey steps in with 1 out here. Aubrey had a hit in her last at-bat. Here comes a pitch. Down low for a ball. 1-0 to the number 4 hitter. There's the pitch. Popped up in the infield right to the shortstop for out number 2. Just got under that one.
Now batting the designated player, number 1, Morgan Veldy.
See if Morgan can start it with 2 outs here. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball for strike 1. Morgan got any hits yet tonight?
She is 0 for 2 with the fly out and the ground out, so she's put the ball in play. Just hasn't found it where the girls aren't.
Time for a base hit then. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Fields it nicely and makes a good throw for the 3rd out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 5th inning, they go 3 up and 3 down. After 5, Lakers and Wolverines tied at 4. Due up for the Wolverines, Eva Swenson, Bree Dirksen, and Ellie Bosch.
So we're moving right along here as we head to the top of the 6th, still knotted up at 4-4. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Frank, you got a copy?
All right, we're back. So we've got some changes here. Do you want to go through those quick, or you want to announce the first batter? It looks like you got a little time.
Oh, we got time. So now pitching for the Lakers is McKenna Anderson. And moving to second base is Tegan Feeney. And then in right field is Morgan Veldy. So the Lakers have now taken their flex out of the lineup. She could come back in.
All right.
Leading out for the Wolverines in the top of the 6th inning, the pitcher number 15, Eva Swenson. Dang it.
All right, so McKenna Anderson in to pitch for the Lakers. Here comes the first pitch. That's down low for a ball. We'll see if the Wolverines can adjust here. McKenna throws a little bit harder than Tegan, so we'll see if they can catch up to that. Here's the second pitch. Swing and a miss. Right through it. Evens the count at 1-1. Should have kept track yesterday, but her strike to pitch ratio was huge. There it is for strike 2.
Tegan had a very good one today. She threw 74 pitches, 53 strikes, 21 balls.
That's an impressive outing as well. There's a pop-up over the right side to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tegan gave up 4 runs. Of those 4, only 1 was earned.
How many hits did she give up?
5 hits.
5 hits. That's a good outing. There's a fly ball into right. That'll be a tough one. Nice play in right field. Is that
Morgan Velde just entered into the game in right field.
Great catch out there in right field.
She was a designated player. Now batting, the left fielder, number 3, Bree Dirksen.
That ball had some spin on it, so it kept going to the right, and she made a nice adjustment to make the catch. There's the first pitch strike.
It's amazing how when you put a new defensive player in there, the ball seems to find them.
Yeah. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's down low. Did it hit her? It did. She's going to take her base on that one.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17, Ellie Bosch.
I think it got her in the foot. Yep, she was throwing her right foot up there. So, all right, so the Wolverines have a base runner here with 1 out in their top of the 6th inning. Down low, she takes off, and she'll slide in safely. I think Taylor juggled or bobbled that one, and the runner took off when she saw that.
Yeah, the ball was pitch was a little bit low, made it hard for her to handle it.
Yeah. So 1 ball to the number 7 hitter. Here's the pitch. That's down low. Nice scoop by Taylor to keep her at second base. That was pretty far outside. Taylor did a nice job of getting her glove out there to catch it. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Swing right through it for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty far behind that one. I think if McKenna can keep that up, she's going to have a tough time catching up. Here comes the pitch. That's on the corner. Called strike 2.
Yeah, she's got a nice little tail on her ball. It kind of starts over the plate and then just drifts away from the batter, makes it even more difficult to hit.
So 2-2 here. Here comes the pitch. Just gets a piece of it to foul it down the left side. Evens it up, or stayed even at 2-2.
Ellie Bosch, she's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Those were obviously against Tegan. This is her first time facing McKenna.
Here comes the pitch. Oh, nice job. Oh, nice catch by Kiera at short. That was a line drive. And Tegan couldn't get the second quick enough. They had the runner off the base, but just get the 1 out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Crescent Bratch.
She was too far for Kiera to try to tag her and was too close to get back to second base. There's a pitch upstairs for a ball. It's a good thing Kiera was playing where she was, because if she's 2 feet either direction, that's a base hit. Gets by her for a ball. 2-0. Wolverines have the go-ahead runner 60 feet away. Advantage Wolverines at this point. 2-0 with a runner on third. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it into the dugout. A little behind that one. So it takes it to 2-1.
This will be a good momentum play here for the Lakers to get out of this inning without giving up the run with the runner on third base.
Upstairs takes it to 3-1. All right, McKenna looks in for the sign. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's down low. Going to get a chance to score, too, and they do. So that'll take it to 5-4.
Now batting the center fielder, number 4, Carly Bratch.
With 2 outs yet and a runner on first base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh and 1 to the number 9 hitter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0 and 2. Quickly ahead. McKenna looks in for the sign. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just gets a piece of it to foul it back to the fence. Stays 0 and 2. Let's see if she maybe comes with a changeup here. Here she looks in for the sign. Here comes the pitch. Must have been inside for a ball. It was the right height, but must have been a little tight.
Just to hit it here inside. It's that her ball that curves away. That tail that just tailed off the plate.
1 and 2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from the catcher. And they're going to get a base runner out of that. So McKenna gets a strikeout, but they take advantage of the drop ball and get a runner on first and second.
Now batting leadoff batter and third baseman, number 11, Reina Mendoza.
That's the second time that number 9 hitter got walked in her first at bat. All right, so first and second with 2 outs brings up the top of the order.
Reina's 1 for 3. Reached on a bunt on her first play, on her first at bat.
In the dirt, gets behind the catcher, and they'll move up 60 feet. Second and third.
And then she hit that ground ball to Kira Hins in her last at bat, and Kira threw her out at first base.
Let's see if we can duplicate that again. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, right towards the MACCRAY dugout for a strike. Got to stay alive over in the dugout. 1 and 1. Called strike. It looked a little high, but gets the call there. 1 and 2.
You know, if we could go back in time, it'd be nice to have the dugouts just a little bit further down the lines. But we just started with cement slabs, you know, not thinking about
strike 3
dugout.
For the third out.
For the Wolverines in the top of the 6th inning, they score 1 run on 0 hits, 0 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Do it for the Lakers, Kaya Gabareski, Taylor Hins, and Aubrey Peterson.
So MACCRAY takes advantage of a Laker miscue there with the pass ball pass ball. So they score a run and they take the lead with coming into the home half of the 6th, 5-4. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Farmers typically only get one chance to plant their crop that they rely on for the year. At DJ's Planter Sales and Service LLC, we provide agricultural technologies and a top-notch service-first mentality, creating a more efficient and effective pass across the field. DJ's Planter Sales and Service is located 2 miles east of Cottonwood. Call Dale at 507-829-1220 or email us at djsplantersales@gmail.com.
All right, we're back. Lakers send up their 6, 7, and 8 hitters here in the home half of the 6th.
Kyle will be looking for her first hit. She is 0 for 2.
Lakers are down to their last 6 outs, so they got to take advantage here and get a run or 2 to take the lead. One to tie and 2 to take the lead.
Leading out for the Lakers in the bottom of the 6th inning, the first baseman, number 11, Kaya Gabareski.
Kaya steps in. Let's see if she can start it with a base hit. Here's the first pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball. One and 0 to the number 6 hitter. Kaya was our player of the game in the last outing. There's ball 2. Quickly falls behind 2-0.
So with the JV game, should we do our player of the game right after this game?
I would agree, yes, because then we're going to probably be done, right?
Yep.
There's a foul straight back.
And, you know, with that time in between the game, we'll definitely have time to get their interview done and get ready to stream the JV game. So we will have the JV game up next. Mike and I will step away.
Here's strike 2.
How many people are clapping on that, Mike?
Strike 2. Yeah, a few. 2 and 2 to Kaya, the number 6 hitter. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Takes it to a full count.
Good eye from Kaya.
Be nice to get a base runner with nobody out. Full count. Here comes the pitch. Inside for ball 4. So we'll see what the Lakers decide to do here. Get good wheels at the plate. If you can get a bunt down, we get a good chance of getting Kaya over to second. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, bunt attempts. I think she missed it. So, yeah, I think it was a strike, right?
It was a strike,
She went after it, but I think the catcher just missed it. So Kaya was able to take second base on that. So you get your bunt attempt out of the way. Now a base hit. Got a chance to score a run. Ooh, back up the middle for a base hit. Gets between the legs of the center fielder. Kaya will score easily. Taylor into second with a base hit and an error on the center fielder. Good piece of hitting by Taylor Hins.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3, Aubrey Peterson.
All right, so to set the scene here, the MACCRAY team is going to talk about it. Lakers take advantage of the error in center field there to score the run. They've got Taylor Hins at second base now with nobody out, sending up Aubrey Peterson.
Okay, we got some changes here. Going to have a new pitcher.
I think it's all changes within the field, right?
Yep. So we'll see if I asked Nancy before the game if to make any changes, come over and talk to me. So we'll see if that happens.
She's still out on the mound there, so we'll see if she makes this way. I know she was just talking to the umpire about it. She gave him to the home plate umpire and the Laker dugout. So third base and pitcher will swap spots here. So she'll get some warm-up pitches. Good chance for the Lakers to watch and see if a little bit different deliveries here. Takes a huge first step.
So while she's warming up, we can kind of look at some of the stats for the pitcher, Eva Swenson. She gave up 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 4 walks in those 5 innings pitched, and she is responsible for the runner on second base.
Yeah, good outing for her.
95 pitches, 56 strikes, 39 balls.
Yeah, so over 50% on a strike-to-pitch ratio. That's good. We'll see if the switch helps the Wolverines or if it benefits the Lakers here. Aubrey Peterson will step in here. I was going to say, I don't think you announced her.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see if Aubrey's bunting over here. Takes a swing and a miss. Nope. 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, Reina has a little funky delivery. It's kind of like a little hitch at the top.
She takes a step, I think, that's longer than she's taller. So, that's hard to do. That's a huge stride. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. Gets the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 12, McKenna Anderson.
Oops. So 1 out to the number 9 hitter here. Gets by the catcher. Taylor Hins will go up 60 feet. That much closer to scoring. 1-0 to McKenna.
McKenna drew a walk in her last at-bat. 0 for 1.
Here comes the pitch. Down low for ball 2. Taylor's chomping at the bit for a pass ball here to try to score. 2-0 to the Laker pitcher. There's a strike. Kind of looked like McKenna was taking all the way there. Make her throw a strike. So 2-1. Here's a windup in the delivery. That's in the dirt. Taylor takes off, and she's going to take advantage and score.
It's a little relief for the Lakers.
Takes it to 6-5 and a 3-1 count here to the number 9 hitter. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt too. McKenna will be on with a 5-pitch walk.
Now batting the leadoff batter and shortstop number 5, Kiera Hins.
Boy, you think you'd play the odds here too on a bunt, and with the wheels that you got on at home and on first. Kiera's looking to swing. I'm not sure what McKenna was doing there.
I think if they throw the first, she goes to second on that situation.
It's almost like a little mini delayed steal.
I think that's exactly what she's doing.
1 ball. There's a pop-up in the infield. It's going to be a tough play in that sun. And it falls cleanly for the Lakers. Evens it up at 1-1.
Kiera's 1 for 3. She singled and then reached on in defensive air. So she's putting the ball in play.
All right, here comes the windup in the pitch. It's in the dirt. McKenna takes off and no throw. She'll get the second easily.
So no stolen base, just essentially a pass ball. Oops.
Wild pitch.
Wild pitch,
yep. I would go with. So Lakers got a runner in scoring position here. That's upstairs. Takes it to 3-1. Kind of right where the Lakers want to be. You got a base runner on second and the top of the order up for you. That's upstairs, ball 4.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Tegan Feeney.
All right, so we got first and second here with 1 out. Let's see what the Lakers have in store here. There's a pitch. Tegan fouls it off for strike 1.
Just a little behind that pitch.
Yep. Swung a little late. Could be seeing a new pitcher. Got to readjust. Here comes the pitch. It's upstairs for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. Yeah, McKenna's over at second, just daring the catcher to throw it over there to take off for third base. Here comes the pitch. Down low, gets away. Both runners will advance. Now they got him at second and third with 1 out.
Lakers are taking advantage on the base paths, taking every extra base that they can.
So 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch. There's a fly ball in between short and second. Shortstop grabs it for out number 2. Unfortunately, the Lakers don't get a run out of that one.
Now batting third baseman, number 13, Addison Hins.
That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, third baseman, Addison Hins. Lakers with some insurance runs here at second and third if they can take advantage. It's upstairs for a ball.
With that shorter throw, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that big lead.
No, that's like I would have a heart attack out there.
Yep.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the pitcher. Fields it nicely. Good throw for the third out.
For the Lakers in the bottom of the 6th inning, they scored 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 defensive error, and 2 runners left on base after 6. Lakers 6, Wolverines 5. Do it for the Wolverines, Haven Ostenfold, Leah Colby, and Annabelle Lorenzen.
So the Lakers pick up 2 runs there to take the lead, 6-5. They need 3 outs to secure the victory. We'll see if they can get it after we take a quick break.
First independent bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
We're back. We were just talking about player of the game here. You know who has done a great job on the base paths? I don't know if she's got any hits tonight or not, but Taylor Hins, every pass ball has taken advantage and scored a couple runs for sure.
And she's made some good defensive plays. I think that's a good right now. Leading up for the Wolverines in the top of the 7th inning, the right fielder, number 9, Haven Ostenfold.
All right, let's see if the Lakers can seal the deal here. They need 3 quick outs to take the victory. First pitch, a little late on the swing, gets a piece of it for foul, strike 1.
Haven's 1 for 3, has the double for the Wolverines in her last at-bat. That came against Tegan Feeney.
McKenna looks in. There's strike 2. Looked like it was right down the middle. Quickly ahead, 0-2. Hopefully she's settled in from that last inning and can mow him down here. Here's the third pitch, a little changeup. Oh, nice! Almost a nice play by Taylor. Was that in foul territory?
Yeah.
I almost wonder if that was in fair territory when she touched it.
I think she dove to her right.
Okay.
But yeah, that would have been very, very close to a fair ball.
Here's the pitch on an 0-2. Ground ball over to Hins. Quickly fields it. Nice throw across the diamond for out number 1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Leah Colby.
Great job of charging the ball there by Kira Hins. That was hit softly, and you don't have a whole lot of time to make that play, and she fielded it and made a great throw to Kaya for the out.
Haven's a fast runner for the Wolverines.
There's a good start for McKenna, strike 1.
Leah Colby's 1 for 3. She also has a double, along with Haven right behind her, or in front of her.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
A lot of strikes from McKenna to start this inning.
Yep, she seems to be zoned in right now. We'll see if she can continue that streak. Here comes the pitch. Down low for a ball, not a bad spot.
Try to get her to chase something.
Yep, 1-2.
No need to throw anything juicy on that pitch.
Nope, just I'd go after her here, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Popped up in the infield. Kaya's under it, makes the catch for out number 2. She did a great job of getting to the spot and then finding the ball.
Yeah, she looked around at her surroundings to make sure there was nothing in her way. That was well done. Now batting the designated player, number 20, Annabelle Lorenzen.
So 2 outs here for the Lakers in the top half of the 7th. 1 more to secure the victory. First pitch fouled back by the number 4 hitter.
She's 0 for 3, grounded out in her last at-bat.
One strike. Here's the windup in the pitch. Popped up. I think it's going to get out of play, and it does, just over the Wolverine dugout. 0-2.
That was a sneeze. Wow.
MACCRAY down to their last strike here. Let's see if the Lakers can put it away. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. 1-2.
I'm okay with that waist pitch, Blake. Just in her last at-batter, just come right back at her.
Go get her. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball to short. Kiera's up with it. Good throw, and there's a Laker victory.
And that's your final score in today's Camden Conference game. Lakeview Lakers 6, MACCRAY Wolverines 5. For the Wolverines, they scored 5 runs on 5 hits, 3 defensive errors, and leave 5 runners on base. For the Lakers, they scored 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 defensive error, and leave 6 runners on base. Time of the game, 1 hour and 31 minutes. Coming up next will be the JV game in about 10 to 15 minutes.
All right, so that's the final here for the Lakers. They are victorious against the MACCRAY Wolverines, 6-5 in their second to last home game. We will have the JV. You're gonna have the video on for it. We just won't do any announcing, right?
Yep, we'll keep the video going.
Yep, and we'll have Taylor Hins when they come out of the dugout. Maybe step up here for
Kira.
us. Or I was thinking Taylor because she was the one that scored all the runs.
Oh, Taylor
right?
Hins.
Yeah. We've had Kira.
Yeah, Taylor. Yep.
Yeah. Taylor had. Did she have any hits? She was on base. Like she scored 2 of their 6 runs. So.
Yeah, Taylor had 2 hits, 2 singles, 1 RBI.
We're going to try to get Taylor's attention here. Yeah, well, Taylor's not part of that. We're trying to see if we can get Taylor to come up here quickly. Senior night here for the Lakers. Lakers have, I think, 2 in there, right? Pretty sure that's what they've got. 2 Lakers that are going to be graduating here in 8 days, hopefully.
So yeah, I forgot they're going to do a senior night here, and I really have no idea what's happening, what they're doing. They're going to say words or what they're doing with the microphone. I don't know that answer. How about this? I'm going to walk down there, Mike.
Okay.
Okay. So after the senior night, maybe we'll pull up our player of the game.
Okay. Well, is she in the dugout though? Maybe that.
I'll just walk down there and see.
Oh, okay. So we'll stay with us if you're with us, and we'll see if we get her back. Is Taylor in there? Is Taylor in the dugout?
Yeah. No, I thought you wanted something.
No, I wanted to see if Taylor was there. We wanted her as player.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, Phil's got her. Yeah. No, sorry. I was gonna grab Phil because they want to do senior night, and I didn't know if he was bringing a mic down or not. But then he ran.
Yeah, he was trying to grab Taylor before we lose everybody watching. Okay, she's on her way. All right, if there's anybody watching, I think he found her, and she is on her way back. And here she is. All right, Taylor's getting her headset on. You got to go this way, though. The headset's fine, but the camera's back here. There you go. Oh, can you tell it's Taylor's first time doing player of the game? All right, nice game out there today. Are you ready now?
Yep.
Okay. So, good win today. MACCRAY team that was roughly the same record as you guys.
Yeah.
Had a good outing from a few of your players. You had 2 hits today.
Mm-hmm.
Great job on the bases. Did you score twice for sure?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. What's your mentality when you're on the base? Are you looking to try to get to the next base on every pitch, or what goes through your head when you're watching that?
Yeah, just trying to advance, trying to make like the other team work for it.
Yep.
I don't know. And today I never got walked back, so I kept leaning off farther and farther.
Does your coach talk to you about if you get far enough off and they make a throw to go? Or because we saw McKenna when she was on, I think that was there towards the last inning, she was off first a long ways.
Yeah.
Like she was trying to entice a throw. Is that something you guys work on in practice?
I mean, every once in a while, but not a lot.
Okay. But a good overall win. You scored 2 of the runs on pass balls. So
Right.
And it looks like you're looking for that pass ball. Like, are you watching it out of the pitcher's hands, or when do you see it that you're thinking about it? It's hard to think about, right?
Yeah.
When you're on thinking about it, but when you're on the base pads, it's probably pretty natural.
Right. And today, I don't know, the catcher never looked me back, and same with the pitcher, so I just kept – it was easy to lead off for that.
You could keep inching further and further towards it. Yep.
Right.
All right, so good win. Yesterday was a good win too, right?
Yeah.
That was a tough team yesterday.
Yeah, that was exciting.
So you're kind of on a win streak here.
Mm-hmm.
Good to have Petey back out in center field too.
Right.
So hopefully you can continue going into Thursday. Lacaparo is always tough, so that'll be a challenge there too. But
Yeah.
We wish you luck.
Thank you.
Good game today overall.
Thank you.
And just remember, next time you're player of the game, that's the direction you got to look.
Gosh, didn't Kenzie do the same thing?
Did she? She did. Yep. Phil said, yep, same thing. So you got that to go back to her and tell her, I looked the wrong direction.
Oh,
all right,
gosh.
thanks for stopping. Good luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
Yeah, but they could do it from there, right?
Yeah, but I mean, that's not going to go over there.
It won't go through the PA system?
No.
No. Okay.
That's just on the live stream.
Okay.
Probably not in the back. Yeah. Hey guys, we all can't go in a line. Somebody will have to go down.
You can fit in the line.
Yeah, we got a line. We got a line. Get in the line. Go down right there. Okay, well, now there's no line. Okay, you two, just come back. If we curve, we're fine. You go in there because Mom's here.
Hello. Hi.
Is it on? Is it on? Okay. Aww. We should watch it in 5th hour. Oh no, we don't have 5th hour. No, we have full players. You know what bad? I just want to do a high school dropout. Well, there's a ball all the way out. I know.
You guys ready to play?
No, you have to take it for 1 year, but it's... Mom.
Go hit the field.
Mom. There's a ball out there. Oh, never mind. I couldn't get it. Oh. Nope, they did not get it. There's a ball out. I'll go get it. It's fine. I'll go get it.
There's no game on right now. You can't correct.
used what I had to fix it before we started the game. No.
Well, I should be able to go with it.
You want me to soft slap fully or stay there and hit you?
That involves watching the ball come all the way in. This is the slap, so the slap. You're trying to watch where the ball's going to go. Which means directing the ball right up the middle to somebody. You need to keep it here. Your head needs to watch that ball come through the bat. Using the power through it. Go, Kalen.
Stop sign.
Who's on here? I get home, so you got. Well, the Wolves play. Yeah, that's right. The Wolves play at 8:15.
What time is it right now? 7:30? You go for a Mountain Dew though. You guys get a Mountain Dew close by? Send a kid to get us a case.
You have never done anything for me.
I have always done it. I remember I helped you.
4. In her mind.